I'm about to make the ill type moves.
What's up, everybody? Pleased to bring you the 2019 version of my bag here. Heading out to Vegas for the Las Vegas Challenge day after tomorrow, and I thought this would be kind of cool because I have all my nicest discs and all the discs that I really like in here, so I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. So, start out with putters. Got some really sweet McPro AVRs here. This Galactic one I've been using pretty much non-stop for almost 9 months now, so this one's really well seasoned. I use this for outside the circle putts, putts from the knee, low ceilings, and this beauty right here is it's just a pearl that felt really matched everything else really nicely in my bag, so I'm gonna putt with this one out in Las Vegas this year. And then throwing putters, I have 3 different molds. Throwing S-Line P2, it's a pretty cool die job that I did. Use this for forehand and backhand. It's a little straighter than my other throwing putters that are really overstable, but it'll still hold really well in the wind. Very dependable disc. Then I've got a Luster Champion AVR 3 that I just recently picked up and dyed. Very flat profile, fits real nice in the hand, stable but not super overstable, very workable. I'll pull this one out when I want to throw it a little further than the P2. Can depend on putting a little more torque on this and having it hold its line. Fabulous disc. And then lastly, my little secret compartment here. Oh, wrong one. We have an AVR X3. It's a really cool die job. This guy's very overstable. Puddle top. Use this guy for the wind, use it for forced over flex shots. Anytime there's trouble on the right, this guy's coming out. So that's my throwing putters. This year I'm bagging a lot more mid-ranges. I've been throwing them a lot more with a lot more good results lately. Start with the overstable stuff. Staple of any Innova player's bag, really. Flat top, Glow Champ Gator. Sweet die job on this one. This one I don't really use that often. It's a disc that I know exactly what it does. I know exactly what I use it for, and when I pull it out, the results are usually really good. But I don't really have the occasion to throw it that often. I like to throw it forehand once in a while, but I don't really like, this one's got a really sharp bead on it, and it's just really not that comfortable to forehand it too hard. So yeah, real specific disc here. Next we have my MD4s. This is a brand new max weight C-Line MD4 with a dope less white artwork on it. Got this in a mystery box right before Christmas. Put a sweet double-sided die on it, so it's probably impossible for you to see it on this, but this is a really cool looking disc. Both sides, very overstable, very flat. I really like the MD4. It's a great mold. That's why I carry 2 of them. I've had this one for a little over a year. I got it off Dustin Keegan. It's this one's a 176, and I feel like it's a little bit more puddle toppy. It's C-Line as well, obviously. But this one, since it's a little more seasoned and a little lighter weight, I can get it to stand up and go a little straighter than the max weight one. So it just gives me a little bit of flexibility as far as what the wind is doing and what kind of shot shape I'm looking for. And now, here we go. Comment all you want, call me a fanboy all you want, do whatever you want. These are tremendous discs. I've always wanted to throw a buzz, and yes, it totally did take Paul Macbeth switching to Discraft for me to buy one. I'll admit it. Whatever, crucify me. I bought these basically with the intention of, oh, I'll mess with it and probably end up selling it. I'm never gonna, rock 3, come on. This is the best mid-range I've ever thrown. Extremely straight, very shapeable. I like using it when there's a crosswind to kind of ride it in from whatever direction it's blowing, because it's just so straight, you can count on it being allowed to have the wind influence it in a positive way. And I mean, they're just beautiful discs. I've been throwing this one for a little over a month, since right when they came out, so it's got a little seasoning on it. And this one is brand new right out of the box, so I'm going to use this one for a little more wind, a little more finish. But only non-Innova Discmania that I bag, and I highly recommend the ESP Buzz. Support Paul Macbeth. You know, I'm from Southern California. I lived in Huntington Beach for a number of years, so always going to support Paul. And yeah, speaking of which, my last mid-range, good old McPro Rock 3. I can't take rocks completely out of my bag. This one is more of like my understable mid-range. This one's got some seasoning on it. It's been beat in a little bit. Generally, I'll throw this for like soft, glidey turnovers, depending on how flat and how hard I throw it. I can also throw it soft with a fan grip and just have it go generally straight and still finish left. Really good utility disc, good for the woods, good for tight tunnels, get out of trouble type shots. Very useful disc, and always got to support Paul. So that's putters and mids.